Here comes What the Friday? Confessions of a Nashville Songwriter. I'm going to share a few things of exactly the way not to do it. And I don't script these. I just it's off the cuff, but so most of it's from memory, so bear with me. I figure I'd share things that you should not or never do as a songwriter. Most of these I've either witnessed or I'm guilty of. So I'm not going to really divulge which ones. Maybe I will. I don't know. Went on a writing trip with several writers, guys and girls, down to Franklin, producer's house. Had a big studio, really nice studio. We stay overnight. We're going to write. The next morning, I have a meeting in Nashville. So I didn't really pack. I just took my toothbrush and toothpaste, and I was just going to wear the same clothes the next day that I wore writing. We ended up writing really late that night, and my meeting's at 10 o'clock the next morning, so I've got, 40-minute, 45-minute drive, depending on traffic, back into Nashville. So I get up. I'm up at 6:30, whatever, put coffee on, get a cup of coffee, walk out to the pool, and I realized, man, I was up till 3 writing, and it was great, and I'm nasty, man. I'm just going to jump in the pool. Well, I thought, if I jump in the pool, my clothes are going to be wet. That's going to be awful. I don't have anything to change into. I can't go put them in the dryer, so I sit there. So I take my clothes off, and I just jump in for a little skinny dip, figuring this will, it's almost as good as a bath. I don't have any soap, so I jump in. And I'm standing there. I'm leaning up against the edge of the pool. It's over my head, so I've got my arms leaning up on the side. Just chilling. 6:30, something like that. And I go underwater to wash my hair, And when I come up, there's a girl standing there. And about at the same time, she realized I didn't have any clothes on. And I realized she realized. And we just went, oh my, that was really weird. So she turned around, walked in the house, kind of ran off, and I was like, oh my gosh. So waited till she was clear and toweled off, put my clothes back on, apologized profusely for 20 minutes, and it was all good, and drove into the meeting. So keep your clothes on when you can. Don't do that one. That was not cool. And you know who you are, and I apologize again. I'm sorry. Don't show up late to a co-write. Don't no-show ever. Don't no-show. That's not cool. When you're out of town writing, don't open doors that are closed, because you never know what you're going to walk into, especially if it's at night with some of the other writers that might be there. You never know what they're doing, even though they just met that day. I was at an event in Florida, did the show, walking out. This girl walks up. She goes, hey, what a great show. That was so much fun. It was so entertaining. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. And she goes, hey, I got a little Mercedes convertible over here. Why don't we go for a ride, and we'll, I don't live far from here. And I'm going, I'm married and got 4 kids, and what? And I said, hey, my wife is right there, for one thing, and I'm married. And she said, well, she can join in. So, never cheat on your wife when you're on the road, even if she's invited to join in. Never, ever. Don't do that. Ever. Be a pro. Drink after the show. You don't want to drink too much when you're writing, for one, or when you're at a show, because things can happen. I was doing a show, and we were sitting on these stools, and they were bar stools made of kind of a plastic vinyl kind of thing, and kind of taller stools. And Rusty Kelly was beside me in the middle of a song. I was holding my guitar, dropped my pick, and I'm next, so I'm going to lean over, grab my pick. So I lean over, reaching for my pick, and you can't reach the ground. I'm leaning, and I fall right over the handlebars, right on the stage, right in the middle of his song. Land on my feet, roll over, stand up, stuck the landing, by the way, absolutely nailed the landing, got my pick, sat back up. He never missed a beat, finished the song, never really even looked at me. Crowds laughing, clapping, standing ovation. And I'm embarrassed because I had probably had too much to drink. So don't drink too much before a show. Moderation, in moderation even. Don't drink too much moonshine at Blackberry Farm and get sick in the bathroom and not clean it up. I've been told, heard that happens. Shine is not your friend ever. Don't do that when you're writing. Don't borrow capos and tuners and guitars and amps and forget to return them where they were found, where you found them. I don't know how many capos I've bought in my career and tuners, but it's a lot. I probably bought all of them. I wonder if maybe once a year we should have a garage sale and everybody sell back the stuff that they borrowed the previous year, or trade, barter. That might be a good idea. What do you think about that? I'm gonna run that by some people. What else? That's pretty much the high points, I would say, of how not to do it, things not to do. So don't drink too much. Don't smoke too much. Keep your clothes on. And don't take things that don't belong to you. I guess kind of be an adult to the extent that you can, if you can, as much as you can be an adult, be an adult. And these are things that we learned in kindergarten, and we got to carry them on through to adulthood. So this is What the Friday stuff. I've got more questions I'm going to answer that have come in this week that I'll get to next week. So y'all keep them coming in. Hope you enjoy this. Keep writing songs and get out there and play them live. I will see y'all next time.